Hey everyone, welcome to our channel. We're gonna talk about the story about how we met today, because if you just happen to find us, you have no idea who we are and how we got together and all that jazz. So yeah.
Yep, we'll go with that.
So I should probably start because I sound weird in comparison to him. I'm actually from Alabama, and we live in Colorado now. Well, he's always lived in Colorado, but what got me out here was I had a friend from high school that moved to Colorado after she got married, and I came to visit her, and I fell in love with Colorado. I always knew I wanted to leave Alabama, so I just didn't know where I wanted to go. And so after I visited, I was like, okay, I have to move out here. And I actually met a boy, not him.
Get off me. Get off me. You're disgusting.
So I met a guy when I was out on that trip, and we started dating long distance, and so that motivated me even more to move out here faster. And I was nannying at the time in Alabama and got the idea to be a live-in nanny. So that's what I did, is I got on a website and I found a job as a live-in nanny, and I was able to move within like a month or two after making that decision. I met the family and moved out here Labor Day weekend of 2011. No, 2010. Yes.
Yep.
But we met in 2000. I thought we started dating in 2012.
Yeah, we met in 2012 and started dating in 2012.
So I was here for a whole year.
After much discussion.
I had to figure out the dates. Anyway, so I moved out here and I was a live-in nanny. And I got a job at a gym working in the child care area, because I've worked with kids pretty much my whole adult life. And through that job, I met my friend Kayla, and we just became friends at work. And she would always talk about how she would go out and have fun and stuff. And I'm like, dude, invite me. And then so finally she did. And so we started hanging out the summer of 2012.
Yep. And my friend Greg knew Kayla somehow, some other way, and I started hanging out with that same kind of group of friends during the summer of 2012, and eventually, our paths would cross.
So that summer he was busy doing racing stuff, right? Mm-hmm. So I would hang out with Kayla, and through Kayla I met Ashley and Ian, and we would hang out in Ian's garage and we'd play drinking games and just hang out like till really late in the morning. It was super fun. And Dave was never there because it was on the weekends and he was always doing racing stuff. Yep. And Ashley and Kayla would always talk about who Dave was, and I'm like, who is this person? Like, I had no idea who he was. We hung out like all summer. I don't think we met till late July or August.
Yeah, it was like late-ish July.
So one night we were in Ian's garage and they were talking about how Dave was going to come over, and I'm thinking, dang it. Like, I didn't want him to come because I loved our like friend group the way it was. And since I had never met him, I didn't know like what kind of person he was going to be. And so I was nervous that he was going to mess up the whole dynamic of our friend group just because I hadn't met you. And yeah, I was just like so happy, and we were just a chill group of people, and we had so much fun. So, but the night he came over, why don't you take over?
Take over? Like what? What's to say? We had a ton of fun.
Well, what did you think when you came over the first night?
I thought you were super hot and super funny.
And I thought he was super funny.
But not super hot. Still not quite there.
He looked completely different than he does now. Since we've gotten together, he has grown a lot of hair.
Yeah, I used to have like
I'll insert a picture.
Yeah.
So they can see what you used to look like. Because he had clean face, buzz hair, which is like not my thing. Like, I like guys with beards and longer hair. And now look.
A la Johnny Depp.
So yeah, the first night he came over, I just thought he was hilarious. He made me laugh so much. And I was like, oh, thank God. It was such a relief that He was funny, and he added to the awesomeness of the group.
And bring a douchebag kind of feel to it.
Although you did come off kind of douchey.
That's kind of my thing, though.
But that's like your
the
humor.
fake douchebag thing.
Well, not like some guys do.
Yeah.
But I could tell you were kidding, but still, it was like, he didn't come off as the type of guy that would make a great boyfriend. Let's just say that. I don't know. You weren't like offensive, really. It's just some of the stuff you said as jokes. It's like, if I don't know you, I don't know how to take it. But I'm super sarcastic too, so it works out. And then, so we met that night, and he fell in love.
I did. I loved her the first night I met her.
That's so sweet. And I did not. And then, so that was probably, like I said, late July or August of 2012. And then both of our birthdays are in October. His is October.
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
What are you doing?
That has to do with the story.
Oh yeah, it does. I was like, I thought he was cold. He just jumped up and got this Alabama Snuggie. So both of our birthdays are in October. His is October 2nd and mine's October 8th, the same year. So we're only 6 days apart, which is like
Awesome.
so crazy. And I texted Kayla something to show to Dave when they were hanging out, and I was babysitting, so I couldn't be there. And Kayla was like, why don't I just give you his number? So she gave me his number, and I started texting him. And from then on, we like texted a lot, I feel like.
We did.
Just like as friends pretty much. And we mentioned we both like sushi, and he wanted to take me to sushi for my birthday or something. Just like super casual, not like it was a date. Like it was just kind of chill. And I kind of like gave this like, yeah, we should do that. Maybe like, I kind of blew him off basically. I didn't know if I liked him, and I liked him so much as a friend that it was like one of those situations where it's like, do you date your best friend or and risk, you know?
And I remember being like frustrated. Like,
you're like, what does that mean?
Typical girl, you know, vague response.
Sorry, bro.
It's okay.
So on my birthday, me and my sister Erica went out for dinner, and then we went to this like bar restaurant thing after, closer to where we lived, and we met Ian, Kayla, Dave came. And Dave had told me he had a birthday gift for me, and I was thinking, like, I had drew him a stupid picture of a gecko holding balloons.
I still love that picture, by the way.
What happened with that gecko? Why was that a thing? You just thought the gecko was so chill.
Yeah, I like the gecko.
The gecko from Geico. I was really into like coloring pictures for my friends for some reason during this time, so I colored him a picture that just said like, happy birthday, Dave. What?
So we went out to that bar.
So
on my birthday.
So I was expecting a gift because he told me he had something, and I'm thinking it's going to be like a gaggy type gift. And if not, I'm like, okay, I think he might like me. That's when I started to think.
Oh God.
Well, no, I was like, how am I going to handle this? Because I didn't know how to handle it or if I liked you. So that night he gave me my birthday gift, which was this, an Alabama Snuggie, because I'm always cold. And he knew I liked Alabama, obviously, because we would go to the Alabama bar to watch the games. He had already bought an Alabama shirt. This is before we were dating.
I know what I was doing.
So he bought an Alabama shirt to impress me, probably. And then he got me the Snuggie to double impress me. And I'm like, oh, crap. He likes me. But then it didn't take long, because I mean, that was October 8th. Our first date was October 18th, 2012. So that night, and from like for a couple weeks, my friends Ashley and Kayla were telling me that I should date Dave and give him a chance. And they're like, he's such a good guy. Because like I was saying, he kind of comes off maybe as not the best boyfriend material when you first meet him. Are you surprised about me saying that?
No, but it's just weird to hear.
But so they kept telling me that I should give him a chance and go on a date with him. And I'm like, I never said I wouldn't give him a chance. And we were still texting, just friendly texting. And then after a few more nights of them telling me that I should give him a chance, I texted him and said, maybe we should get that sushi or something. And you probably crapped your pants.
Yep.
And I still wasn't sure if I liked him. I knew I loved hanging out with him. And I remember thinking, if we were to be together, it would be so fun.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm funny and you're funny. And I just thought it would be so fun. And that was before I even knew if I liked him. So when we set our first date for October 18th, 2012. And we went to sushi.
Yep.
And we had just like good conversation and got to know each other more because we had never hung out, just me and you.
Yeah,
like we had always
us
talked
too.
a lot and texted, but it's different when you're hanging out. So then we went to Subway.
Yeah, we were just gonna get some cookies at Subway.
And they gave
afterward.
us all the cookies for free.
Yep. Good sign.
And then we sat in the car and talked, and then we went to the Electric Cowboy.
Oh yeah.
It was fun. We used to go there, and on Thursdays we went there all the time because they had super cheap drinks, and
Yep.
we met our friends there and hung out. And that night after the Electric Cowboy, when we were saying goodbye, we hugged, and I knew he wanted to kiss me. Didn't you?
Well, duh.
And I didn't let him. I just hugged him, and then we left. And the next weekend I was babysitting like overnight, so I couldn't see you.
Yeah.
Or like that whole weekend, because I think our first date was on a Thursday.
Yeah, it was.
So normally I would hang out with him and our friends on like Friday and Saturday, but we weren't able to because I was babysitting. And I remember him, like we kept texting. We both had a good time. And I remember him saying, I don't know, he said he was going to kiss me the next time he saw me.
Yep.
And so then, I think it was a week or so later, you came over.
Yep.
And then we had our first kiss.
While watching
The Hot Chick.
The Hot Chick.
The funniest movie ever. So romantic.
Nothing like Rob Schneider to get the juices flowing. Yes.
Gross. You're so gross. Yeah, and then the rest is history. I think about 2 weeks after our first kiss, I knew you were the one.
Yeah.
That's right. That's so cute.
I knew you were the one the first night. I just felt,
He wanted me to be the one, but
I don't know. Like I don't know. It's just weird how people say you have love at first sight, and I feel like that kind of happened for me.
so cute. Where are you? So yeah, that's how we met. And now we have the cutest baby in the world, and we have 2 kitties.
In a condo.
And we lived happily ever after.
So far. No, I'm just kidding.
And we can do a story about our engagement
Yeah.
if you want us to. So maybe that will be our next video.
Smash the like button.
And subscribe.
And subscribe.
So yeah, that's the story about how we met. So I hope you liked it and got to know us better as a couple. And yeah, we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, we gotta take a thumbnail now. That should not be the thumbnail. Get in here.
That would be funny if it was.